Kamakura is a 2 to 4 player card game with a Japanese feudal warfare theme. It's the debut game from Dyad Games, which was successfully funded on Kickstarter. Now, the story here is that you are one of 4 clans fighting over territory, and you're trying to take over as much as you can while trying to protect your own. In the box, you're going to get 16 territory cards, and each player is going to get 4 of these. And these, they represent the clans. There's no really difference between them, and they're what you're going to be fighting for. You're going to have your 36 card main deck, and this is what has your soldiers, weapons, barrages, and walls. And everything comes packed in a little box. It's about the same size as a standard deck of poker cards. So to play the game, you're going to be attacking and conquering the territories of rival clans. Okay, matching soldiers and weapons is your basic mode of attack against your enemies. The 3 different soldiers have special abilities that can boost the power of your weapons, hide a blade for an extra attack, or even charm your attacker and send them back to attack their own clan. There are also arrow barrages and walls, which can help you attack or defend territories, respectively. So gameplay is as simple as playing an attack and seeing if your opponent can defend by playing a similar set of cards. So you're going to be matching like soldiers and weapons. You can dual wield weapons on characters. You can play a barrage, which can only be stopped by a wall. So the game's going to end when someone has a territory value of 17 points, or you could even play until someone just loses all 4 of their territories, which I guess will be fine as well. Let me tell you what I like about Kamakura. The art is fantastic. The washed-out Japanese style really works with the game, even if some of the look comes from printing errors, which they have noted. It plays quickly, and it's very easy to take with you anywhere, because it fits in your pocket. So, unfortunately, there are a few glaring issues that can really ruin the experience. Let me give you an example. So you can start each game by dealing 8 cards to each player. So this has happened before to us, and so player 1 is going to have 2 barrages in their hand, and player 2 is going to have no walls. Now player 1 plays both barrages on one turn and captures player 2's palace and fortress, getting their territory value to be over 17. And that's it. Game over. Turn 1. This happens far too frequently, and it's a real bummer that can sour someone's view on card games. Another issue I had is how you draw cards. Now, the designer intended for you to carefully manage your hand, and the rules say that if you have any combination of soldier and weapon in your hand, you have to play it. It doesn't matter how terrible the combination may be. So in other words, you can't draw cards until your hand is pretty much empty, and drawing takes up a full turn. So what ends up happening is that you've got to play a terrible attack that you don't want to play at the very end of your hand, and on the following turn you're not going to have anything to defend yourself. So you're going to have 2 really bad turns in a row. I mean, that can happen. So these are pretty crippling issues, but there is hope yet for Kamakura. The idea of using combinations of cards to attack and giving soldiers special abilities is a really good idea. And when you don't run into those 2 issues, you can see how good Kamakura can be. It feels as if this game is a good start, but it needs more time to develop. Now, for instance, I played with the variant of drawing up a full hand whenever you wanted, but still having it take up 1 full turn. And you know what? It helped a little. I'm sure this game can be more refined with some rules tweaks and possibly some new mechanics, like, for instance, multi-use cards or, I don't know, something else. Kamakura is a nice concept, but it's not quite ready for prime time.